What's up, everybody? Today is Friday, June 26th. I'm going to share some stats. I got some interesting stuff to go over with everybody. So let me share my screen, and here we go. This is Conejo Valley, SIMI Valley, and Moorpark. Coming soons, we have 11. New listings, 89. Price change, 91. Back on market, 13. Active under contract, 49. Remember, active under contract means this is a seller that has just accepted an offer from a buyer. That buyer has not removed any of their contingencies. Pendings are at 33. Now, remember what pending means. Pending is a seller that has an active, it has a contract with the buyer, and that buyer has removed all of their contingencies and is now locked in on buying that house or risks losing their deposit. Closed, the real number is 55. It is not 80. There's another glitch this week, but 55 closed. Expired for, this was the number I wanted to talk about a little bit. Canceleds are at 21. A cancel listing is when a seller decides they're going to cancel their listing and take it off of the market. We had 21 of those. It was up high last week also. Hold 6 and withdrawn 6. All right, so what we like to do in order to figure out what kind of market we're in, is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? Is it a stable market? Is it a balanced market? We like to compare what's coming on the market, which is the coming soons and the new listings. And I like to throw in the back on the markets on top of that. Back on market means this was a seller that had a buyer in escrow. That buyer canceled, and now that seller has decided to go back and try to sell their house again. We have 13 of those. So 11 plus 89 plus 13 is 113 homes that have just hit the market. And of those 113, 13 of those are back on the market. We want to compare that with what's come off of the market. So the most recents that have come off the market are the active under contracts. We have 49 of those and the 55 that have closed. Okay, I don't count the pending because they're in purgatory. They're just sitting there waiting to close. All right, and then if you had those two numbers together, the 55 and the 49, that gets 104. Now, if you add the 4 expireds, the 21 canceleds, the 6 holds, and the 6 withdrawns, you have 141 homes total that have come off the market. That's 28 more than have come on the market. Now, here's the thing. I don't know the situation or the particulars for every single house, but what I do know is my finger is on the pulse and I talk to buyers and sellers every day. I get calls from some sellers that are, Josh, why isn't my house selling? And I'm not even the listing agent. They call me, they're thinking about switching agents. Right now, like I've been saying for weeks, we're in a market, it's a price war beauty contest. You've got to be priced at the bottom 10% of your market, and the condition has to be the top 10%. Okay. And that's how you get sold. So if you're a seller that's trying to get a 2024 price for your house or 2025 price for your house, it's not going to happen because prices have come down this year. All right. That's a fact. Prices have come down this year. All right. Let's take a look at mortgage rates. The 30-year fixed is at 6.53. 50, which is not much change. It's down just a tiny bit. 15-year fixed is at 6.12. The 30-year jumbo is at 6.77. The 7 and 6 SOFR arm is at 6.23. The 30-year FHA is at 6.10, and the 30-year VA is at 6.12. All right, guys. So the long and the short of it is, if you want to get sold, if you're a seller and you're wanting to sell, the strategy is price yourself at the bottom 10% of what your competition is trying to sell for. Okay. And your condition better be the top 10%, right? That means paint the house, fix stuff up. If you have dated bathrooms, it's better to update them. Things like that. You're going to have to spend some money. If your house isn't like turnkey, recently remodeled within the last 5 years, you're probably going to have to spend some money on it to get it sold, but it's worth it. Okay. Especially if it means accomplishing your goals. I have the strategies to help you get sold. I also have the strategies to help you buy. I have a buyer about to close escrow soon. Their rate is 5.99%. And I know the lender that can get it done for you. It's Sean Hart right here, local guy. So get in contact with me. Shoot me a text, send me an email, or best call me. Call me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'd love to hear your plans for the rest of 2026. I'm Josh Brenner with Compass right here in Westlake Village, California. Make it a great day, and don't forget, Get some exercise, everybody. Have a good one. Bye bye.